Hey guys, make sure to subscribe. And today, I'm gonna have a banger with this one. I think someone wants a shout out. Hey, do you want a shout out? Hey, I can't hold it all forever.
Yeah.
Say.
Say what?
Say anything.
Cheetos.
Cheetah. Cheetah's good. W.
Come on, MP, you got this. Season, and visit us online or at the ticket booth for any availability of future games. We want your time at the arena to be enjoyable and incident-free. If you are having an issue at any time that needs to be addressed, then please text the broadcast along with your issue and seat location to 55555. A member of our guest relations will respond and address your concern immediately. And we've got something special in store for you during our next home game. Everyone, we'll get a Cleveland Cavaliers rally now. A great way to cheer your dads on. Attention, Cavaliers fans. We hope you can join us for Cavs Powerhouse Dance Team Poster tonight, where the first 15,000 fans get posters of the best dance team in the NBA. And remember, Cavs fans, during our next game, we'll be doing a very shooting guard at 6'3", number 45, Donovan Mitchell.
Welcome and thanks for joining 2K Sports for a Friday night full of NBA action with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. This is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaFleur. And close to a quarter of the way into the season now, Grant, how aware are the players of where they are in the season?
You know, B.A., you generally are aware of where you are in the year, but you rarely see guys counting games played or anything like that.
Well, tonight is a huge game. These are two of the best in the league, and MP has total focus on one thing, helping his team come up with a statement win.
Look, you got to give MP props with the way he's gone about these matchups. He made his goals public, which put a target on his back and fueled the opposition. But MP has met the challenge with fire so far, and he's undefeated in those matchups.
And the Lakers starting five. They've got Benedict Mathurin. Connect is out there with Davis. And it's prime time in at the one. Here's prime time. Banked it in off the glass.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move, like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Pass to Tyson. Outside Mitchell. Launches it. Rebound by the Lakers. And seeing this team right now is a problem. They've got 14 consecutive victories.
You have to give a ton of credit to not only the coaching staff for having their group prepared to play nightly, but also a ton of credit to these players who have been solid with their rotations, who've been committed to both ends of the floor.
A big finish right there!
He destroyed the rim.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Here's Tyson. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. Cleveland again missing. The Lakers have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Prime Time's got 11 points.
That makes him 5 for 5 so far. Could be a big night in store.
Hits the three-pointer.
And talk about payback. He hits the revenge triple.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire. A little bit of pride at stake.
No problems knocking that one down. 14 points for him.
Can you believe him so far? 6 for 6.
Outside Mitchell.
Mitchell, how pretty was that dunk? My goodness.
Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And we know Donovan Mitchell is a superb scorer. But Grant, what do you think he's focused on at this point of his career?
Well, B.A., it's all about championships for him. This is a guy that doesn't just want to be seen as an elite player. He really wants to compete for titles, too.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
That's tipped. Outside Mathurin. Pass to Primetime. Shot clock at 6. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Garland for 3. Rebound, the Lakers.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Cavaliers trail by 9. Here's Dyson. Mathurin with a rebound. Here's Primetime. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. He was unstoppable.
They're really working the paint now.
And so Garland will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Allen with a screen on Mathurin. Cleveland again missing. The Lakers lead by 11. And Allie LaForce spoke with Kenny Atkinson. Allie?
We talked about facing a premier defender like Anthony Davis, and Coach told me AD is obviously a tremendous offensive player, but his impact on D is even greater. He's an elite rim protector, and he moves like a wing out there on the perimeter. Without a doubt, Davis covers a lot of ground defensively. Back to you, B.A.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. And Kenny Atkinson has called a timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
Here they come, fans. It's your Cavs Powerhouse Dance Team.
Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaken out. You take a look at Cleveland, a better start would be ideal, but right now, they're 10th in their respective conference.
Well, I think for the Cavaliers, it's still early, and it doesn't seem like they're panicking just yet, but they have to start putting things together soon.
Yeah, great is not an adjective we can apply to this group this year. They may have some deficiencies that hold them back.
Here's Primetime. Garland with the ball. An effective score for them, scoring around 21.5 points a game. Here's Dyson. And it's out of bounds to Cleveland. And while we have a moment, a look at the league leaders in fast break points over the last 10 games. The 4th spot held by Los Angeles.
Let's see if they'll be able to keep scoring at this rate throughout this season. Over the last 10 games, their ability to score in transition has been special.
Garland for 3. Drops in the 3. Garland's got his second basket on the night.
Wow, a lot of distance on that jumper by Darius Garland. Nice.
Here's Primetime, guarded by Garland. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Primetime. Knocks down the long J. Primetime's got 23 points.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Let's go with a 3. And it's Mitchell, the miss. The Lakers lead by 13. Here's Primetime. Give him 23. Pass to Davis. Here's Primetime. Softly drops in the floater. 25 points in the game.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
The drive by Garland. And it's blocked by Davis.
That's what happens when you challenge Davis. He can be so disruptive as a defender.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Great job drawing the foul and almost converted the shot as well.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of this game.
Oh, there's something
And Doris,
wrong.
who can forget the 2016 Cavs, the team that brought Cleveland their first NBA title.
And not just basketball. The city hadn't won a championship, BA, in any sport for over 50 years. And for LeBron, a homegrown talent, to do that with Kyrie, that is a team that will always have a special place in Northeast Ohio lore. So hard to stay with off the bounce. Darius Garland, such a nice collection of pull-ups, floaters, you name it.
It's stolen by Garland. Pass to Tyson. Allen with a screen on Matherin. Allen in the high post. And here's Garland. Clock at 6. The 3. Wood grabs the board.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
And the bucket is good.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
They have used their size and their strength to get off any shot they want. They've dominated on the interior.
Garland for 3. Another miss by Garland. On offense, here are the Lakers. They're on a 17-7 run.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Misses in close.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
And the 3-pointer goes. Primetime's got 33.
Oh, it's just raining threes for them early.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Allen a screen. The 3 from Mitchell. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Davis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Prime time. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
Clutch buckets. He's paving the way as they hit the home stretch.
And we've got a timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Reed's checked in for Allen. Najee comes in for Murray. Wallace, he's checked in for Tyson. And Rivers. Look for Cleveland. Jared Allen, he's checked in for Najee. Tyson comes in for Wallace. And Donovan Mitchell is subbed in for Garland. We've got Naz Reid. He's out there with Jared Allen. And it's Mitchell in a shooting guard. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavs. Here's Primetime. Nails it from 3. Primetime's got 39.
It's been an outstanding performance for them in just about every area.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
You're a good person to ask this, Doris. Why do so many point guards turn into successful coaches?
Yeah, I think obviously, Brian, as a point guard, you're responsible for knowing every position on the floor, where they're supposed to be at all times. And you're also sort of thinking like a coach already. This person hasn't had a bucket in a while. How do I get them in a position to make them successful? So I think you're in control of so much as a point guard that it naturally translates to coaching.
And not often we get treated to a solo alley-oop.
Takes precision timing for sure. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Brooks, he's checked in for Los Angeles.
Lakers substitution, number 9, Jordan Brooks.
Here's Allen. He's scoreless. Reed passes to Mitchell. Drains the triple.
I'll tell you, Mitchell is lethal, and if you allow him a corner 3 opportunity, there's going to be no hesitation.
Here's Primetime. Trying to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Pass to Mitchell from deep. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. Davis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Primetime. He takes it in. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Woo! When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive, no question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay?
And they're ahead right now because they're working so hard on the glass.
And bottom line, more boards means more possessions. That's how you build a lead.
Hammers the lob through.
Just flawless timing right there.
Right? The dish, the catch, the flush, the whole thing was perfect. Here's Rivers. Allen on the wing. Pass to Tyson. Now Mitchell. With the teardrop. Some solid defense from James. In transition, here they come. Here's Primetime. 2 points. That one goes. Primetime's got 47 points.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
On the wing, Mitchell. 9 points in the game to the paint. Some solid defense from James. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter.
In terms of offense, they've been the more efficient team by far.
And I think because of that, they've gotten the better looks to start this basketball game.
Here's Rivers. Outside Reed. Back to Rivers. Just 5 on the clock. Shot to stop the run. The Cavaliers again cannot hit.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, Primetime in their last time out against the Bucks played some superb basketball. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and that was a season high for him. Really just a phenomenal performance from him. Here's hoping we see more of the same from him in this one, guys.
Good stuff, Allie. Tremendous effort from him in that last game, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I think he pushed them to the win through sheer force of will.
Let's give credit to his teammates for continuing to find this guy. They knew he had the hot hand, and they were willing to ride it all night long.
Cleveland has gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Here's Rivers. Back to Mitchell. Pass to Rivers. Here's Tyson. Reed with it. Over connect. And another miss by Cleveland. And here's Brooks. James passes to Primetime. Another one falls. Amazing. And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy. Doing more work in the painted area. He has really excelled inside.
Cleveland calls timeout. A different look for Cleveland. Murray's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And Darius Garland subbed in for Rivers. Pass to Tyson. Allen outside. Now Murray. Here's Tyson. Allen with a screen on James. Cleveland needs to get off the shot. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Anthony Davis. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Lakers.
They've done a great job establishing an inside presence. Now that'll open up more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
Primetime passes to Wood. And he lobs it up top. Out of bounds. It'll be Cleveland ball. And for all the purists, here's a look at the best free throw shooting teams from the stripe this year. The Lakers, third.
And this is a team that knocks down their free throws at an elite rate. Whoever they go up against should always try to avoid fouling them at all costs.
Well, this is a combination of speed and quickness. Darius Garland knows how to drive the basketball.
Doris, so much improvement from Garland since coming into the league.
Oh, no doubt, Brian. This guy is now a do-it-all guard. You can play him at both the 1 and the 2 positions. The versatility that he possesses is such an important aspect in the league today.
And it's Allen who slams it home.
Well, that's a highlight play for Mr. Jaron Allen. Nice pass from his teammate.
Wood with the screen. Here's prime time. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
It's just a great screen.
And they got a high-powered finish out of it.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Murray passes to Allen. Back to Murray. Pass to Tyson. Outside Reed. From outside the arc. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
I'll tell you, what a night. He has been efficient. He's been strong. Unfortunately, they're still fighting an uphill battle.
And prime time gets it to go.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
There's 1:47 left in the first half. Driving to the basket, and another one!
There aren't many players in history with the ability to put up 60 points.
And he's done it multiple times this season. He's taken volume scoring to a new level. There's the triple. Reed with the rebound. And it's Murray with the ball for the Cavaliers. It's off to Philadelphia after this game, where they'll face the 76ers. It'll be the start of a 3-game trip on the road. Here's primetime, defended by Murray. Here's primetime. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Allen's got 5 rebounds tonight. And here's Murray. No points yet. And that one's good.
I like Murray's shot selection, especially when he's this close to the rim.
50 seconds left in the first half. James passes to primetime. Back to James. And here's Mathurin. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. James has got his 4th assist in this one. And for the Cavaliers, they're shooting at about 44% so far. To the inside, Reed. Rebound by the Lakers.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's primetime. Again! What an avalanche! That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Garland's got 4 points now in the quarter. Got it off in time. The shot, no good. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in total control, up by 29 going into the break. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
Howdy, folks. I know you've all been clamoring to find out how the Rookie of the Year race is looking, and we are not letting you down.
Some great options in there. In fact, these guys might compete for all-star spots for the next few years.
That's a big leap, Kenny. 1 or 2.
And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for the Lakers.
And
thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And so in the game for Los Angeles, we've got Anthony Davis. Connect is out there with Benedict Mathurin. And it's prime time in at the point guard position. Allen outside. Murray from outside. They get it back. And for the Lakers, they're shooting the ball incredibly well tonight. 73% from the floor. Driving inside.
Mathurin is more concerned with the squad's success than his own. That's a nice-looking pass.
Picked his pocket. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. And here's Connect outside. Sinks it from distance. Connect's got 10 points.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
Garland, the pass to Allen. Here's Murray. Here's Garland. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Primetime's got his 4th rebound in this one. Davis with a screen on Garland. Primetime. Davis hits. Davis has gotten his first points of the night.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. The shot by Tyson, no good.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
Pass to Primetime. Wood, a screen on Mitchell. Davis with it. Mathurin passes to Primetime. 6 to shoot. Oh, hey! How about that? Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Their system is running smoothly, and the gap on the scoreboard is widening.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves. Wow, another empty possession out of the gates. 0 for 4 in this half. Brutal.
Yeah, their defense is starting to wear down. That's 3 straight buckets at the rim.
Cleveland has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Garland for 3. Cleveland again missing.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Here's Primetime. What an incredible scoring display he's putting on tonight. And finished off by Davis.
Everything is dropping for them. Just a terrific third-period run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Davis against Allen. Pass to Tyson. Now here's Garland. 6 on the shot clock. Allen a screen. Garland, the pass to Allen. Stolen by Davis. Here's Connect. Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Cleveland again missing.
Still looking for his first make, and they could really use the help right now.
Here's Primetime. Another one goes. Incredible. 71 points and no end in sight.
He's in the zone. The defense looks helpless.
Here's Mitchell. That one's off. Still out of sync. The Lakers have gotten off to an incredible start in this half. 8 of 8 from the floor. Here's Primetime. Wood passes to Primetime. There's the drive, and he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
He's their go-to. They keep calling his number, and he delivers.
Outside Murray. Back to Garland. Down low. Looking to get it going. And a nice layup by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 11.
Don't be mistaken about that 6'1" frame. That 6'10" wingspan, 215 pounds. Look out inside.
Davis a screen. Here's Primetime at the drive.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. You know, Grant, we've seen career performances in the play-in tournament, but the stats don't count for regular season or the playoffs.
You know, that's crazy, B.A. So let's just count them as playoff stats. It used to be only 3 rounds instead of 4, so there is a precedent to adding more games to the official postseason. The defense has adjusted to them in the second half. Now they need to adjust back.
Wood, a screen on Mitchell. And Prime Time gets it to go.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Cleveland has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Here's Tyson. And that one is stuffed right through.
I think we can say that shot is well within his range.
Yeah, let's hope so. Los Angeles has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. And he lobs it up to the rim. And Davis slams it home.
And you love how effortless Davis makes this look, rising up for an alley-oop like it's nothing.
Here's Garland. Mathurin with a rebound.
Boy, what a nightmare quarter for this guy. He's playing right into the hands of the defense at this point.
Primetime passes to Davis. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Give him 8 points now.
So effective in screen and rolls. When Davis cuts hard like this, he's capable of getting quality looks.
Allen outside. Outside Murray. From downtown. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Matherin's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Primetime passes to Davis. Here's Primetime. Guarded by Garland. Puts it up from 12. Again, the Lakers score.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Garland for 3. It's rebounded by Primetime. Primetime's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
His struggles this quarter are self-evident, and the team just continues to suffer for it.
Gets the 3 to fall.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Pass to Tyson. Shoots over Mathurin. To halt the run. Allen. And it's Allen who slams it home.
Well, so often we're talking about Jarrett Allen's length, and he does it nicely on the offensive glass right there.
And how about our AT&T 5G Slam Cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better.
Oh, an easy look, but he decides to be a crowd pleaser. I'm sure he's upset for attempting that one.
Garland for 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Garland's got 15.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
Here's Primetime. Driving in. And he slams it in one-handed.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
No chance. Davis just too much to handle on the defensive side.
Los Angeles has gotten all 3 from downtown so far in the second half. Hits yet again. Wow!
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. And he lobs it up. The putback.
Wow, showing the ability to create for himself and others. Darius Garland, good court awareness.
And Doris, you think about the advantage for Jarrett Allen with that 7'6" wingspan.
The BA, this guy is a massive presence in the paint. He's got length, he's got intellect, and he's got incredible anticipation and timing. The other thing is he can absolutely step out on the perimeter and keep a ball handler in front. He is a special defender.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Brian, Donovan Mitchell wears number 45 because that was Michael Jordan's number when he played baseball. Mitchell's father was a pro player, and Donovan said, "Baseball was my sport. I had my mind made up. I wanted to make the majors, but in high school, a broken wrist on the diamond caused his focus to shift." Brian, I'd say it worked out.
Yeah, I'd say so. Thanks, Allie. Allen a screen. Shoots. Garland, no good.
He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
And again. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss.
And it's Garland with the ball for the Cavaliers. Davis with a rebound. Davis has got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it. Here's Primetime. Oh, another one falls.
90 points, a legendary performance.
We will be talking about this one for a long, long time. Pass to Tyson. Back to Garland. Uses the glass on the layup. Garland's got 5 points in the quarter.
Tremendous balance and body control. Darius Garland, no stranger to finishing inside.
Here in the second half, they've just found better shots.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
And it's Mitchell, the miss. Now Los Angeles with it. Here's Primetime. Non-stop scoring machine right here. He gets it in there.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Here's Garland. And he buries that one. Back rim and in.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Here's Primetime. Shot left block. And again, it's the Lakers.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistent.
Zeke Naji out there with Naz Reid. Then there's Mitchell, and it's Wallace in at the 2. That's the 5 from Cleveland right now. Here's Mitchell. Second chance shot. Rebound by the Lakers. Here's Primetime. Rebound by Donovan Mitchell. To the right side. Wallace outside. Pass to Reed. From deep, Mitchell sends it home from three-point land.
Well, that's his second 3 of the game. 1 in the first half, 1 here.
James passes to Primetime. Grant, some rookies come into the league with a ton of hype. You've lived through that. How does it affect a young player?
Well, B.A., it can be overwhelming, and certainly it's a lot to endure. You're the focus of so much attention, and there are so many expectations. And with all the media these days, it's even more magnified and intense.
Cleveland has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul.
They're having a hard time with fouls. It's still early, but one more and they'll be over the limit.
Smith, he's checked in for Valanciunas.
Number 11, Tyler Smith.
I'm filming a YouTube video right now, bro. It's all good. I would have to go mute though. But after I could talk to you,
Pass to Tyson. Clock at 6. Can't hit it from 12 feet.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Here's Primetime. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
And it's Mitchell penetrating. Goes back up. And the layup is up and in.
Oh, he'll wear you down with the way he grinds it out on the offensive glass.
A deep 3. They get the rebound. Second shot opportunity. And scoring with a play inside is Smith.
Good things come to those who hustle. He creates the second chance opportunity.
Here's Mitchell. Oh, and Mitchell powers it home.
Well, why did Donovan Mitchell win the dunk contest? Case in point right there.
Oh, there's the alley. Stolen by Reed. And pushing it up. Here's Cleveland. Here's the 3. And that one's good. Mitchell for 3. Mitchell's got 10 points here in the second half.
Building confidence in that deep ball. 1 from distance in the first, 2 in the second.
Here's Primetime. And that one drops.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
And it's Mitchell with the ball for the Cavaliers. Pass to Najee. Back to Mitchell. Najee sets a screen. Mitchell drives in. And he comes up with a bucket. Mitchell's got 21 points in the game.
Boy, right from the opening tip, guys, Mitchell was focused and locked in, and he is doing damage offensively.
Oh, and Reed with a block. Here's Tyson. Pass to Reed. Outside Mitchell. Jacks up a 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Primetime's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. And he drives in. Missed inside. Cleveland has gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. Mitchell. Outside Reed. On the wing, Mitchell. 3-pointer. Mitchell can't get that one to fall. Los Angeles has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter. Primetime passes to Smith.
Well, this is the kind of pass that gets everyone excited. It's also how you build great team chemistry.
And for the Cavaliers, they're shooting at 31% here in this fourth quarter. Pass to Tyson. Lets the 3 fly. Knocks it down from distance. Tyson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Ooh, finally hitting one from range. That's his first 3 of the night.
From the arc. Cavaliers with a rebound. Najee's got 4 rebounds now. From deep, Mitchell. It's rebounded by Primetime. Primetime's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Pass to Smith. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Cavaliers. Here's what the Cleveland Cavaliers have lined up on their schedule. On Sunday, they'll be playing against Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers. Then on Monday, they're off to Miami to face off with the Heat.
And for that game against Indiana, you just know they want to make a statement in that contest. Beating the top team in the East would grab the rest of the league's attention.
Jonas Valanciunas has checked in for Los Angeles. Hood Schifino comes in for Brooks. Valanciunas with a screen on Garland. Going inside. It's stolen by Garland. Offensive board. Valanciunas, good. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Their defensive intensity has served them well. It kept the offense scrambling and resulted in several steals.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Here's Primetime. And some very quick points for him on that possession.
This guy has been unstoppable. It has not mattered at all what the defense throws at him. He's had an answer.
Pass to Tyson. Now here's Allen. Valanciunas covering. Mitchell with the ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Garland for 3. Sinks the tray. Garland's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
That's his 5th triple of the night. 2 in the first half, 3 in this one. Huge production.
Inside, here's Valanciunas. Ooh, the lead pass was in the perfect spot to set up the layup.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Now here's Garland. Pass to Tyson. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Primetime. And for Los Angeles, they're shooting only 36% since the fourth quarter started. Basket's good.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Fires the 3. Garland, no good.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Here's Primetime. Out to James. Pass to Primetime. Back to James. To the middle. It's stolen by Garland.
2 minutes.
The 3 is up. Another miss by Garland.
He's trying to find his shot, but at some point you have to start making these.
And the ball out of play. The Cavaliers will have it.
Hurts to see that kind of mistake. Coach is going to be on him about that one.
We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Mitchell. Outside Murray. Oh, had a nice open look right there.
Always ready to fire. Murray brings a lot of value in catch and shoot situations.
Into the lane. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
You know, they continue to feed him the ball, and he keeps delivering. The leading scorer in this one.
And the Cavs shooting just 38%. Their offense not where they want to be.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Lakers.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
B.A., it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And this will get marked down as their 16th win of the year.
And with this one all but in the record books, they set the tone in the first of what will be only 2 meetings between these teams.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for primetime.
Boy, I think you could pick about any area of this basketball game and feel like he excelled in it. He was a dominant figure at both ends of the floor and finishes with a triple-double. What an unbelievable performance.
Here's primetime.
Get out of the way!
Flying high, throwing it down.
Clear the way. Showing us that killer instinct right now. No letting the foot off the gas for them.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
He drops it from range.
This is one of the game's better three-point shooters. Darius Garland in the house.
Here's primetime. Puts up a deep three. That shot is off. There's 21 seconds left to play in the fourth. And it's Allen who slams it home.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush. Here's primetime. Allen defending. Here's primetime. He connects.
And just totally relentless. Only increase.